Our children are so eager to learn, and it's our job as a Board of Education to give them the facilities to do that. Unfortunately, being a hard-working class, small community, we don't have the funds to build those schools. That's what the state Supreme Court ordered the state to do, build them the schools. The state needs to do their job. We're doing ours.
Keansburg. Come see for yourself. Serving as the hub of a proud, established Bayshore community, the Keansburg Public Schools continue to build on their recognized leadership in innovative instruction, student-centered learning, and the successful implementation of the tools of modern education. Keansburg teachers are known for their dedication, commitment, and use of new and exciting approaches to learning. While Keansburg schools continue to produce award-winning graduates and productive citizens, aging schools throughout the district and increased enrollment has threatened the excellent academic program Keansburg residents expect and students deserve.
When you walk in, you feel welcome, you feel that the place is warm and inviting, and sometimes we can't get that feeling because ceiling tiles are constantly being replaced because of leaky roofs. Water is spilling on the floor from sinks that are overflowing because the drains no longer work. It's a constant battle with that type of stuff, and there's only so much duct tape and bubble gum left, and we're running out of it.
As one of New Jersey's Abbott school districts, the community embraced the opportunity to take its schools to the next level when it was promised $60 million from the New Jersey Schools Construction Corporation for renovation and new construction.
So I think when the word gets out that, if you're in Keansburg and you're a resident, you can come to our school, use our facilities, use the computers, use the internet, and learn applications that you'll be able to take in turn to use in the workplace. I mean, it's a win-win. You're not going to lose here in Keansburg, that's for sure.
The funding was earmarked for tearing down the antiquated Port Monmouth and Joseph C. Caruso schools and replacing them with a new pre-K through second grade Joseph C. Caruso Early Childhood Center and Primary School, a new 3rd to 5th grade elementary school that would also house Board of Education offices, and major upgrades and expansion to the nearly 40-year-old Keansburg High School. The new schools and renovations would enable the district to move 5th grade students at the overcrowded Bolger Middle School to the new 3rd to 5th grade elementary school.
Early in the fall at a board meeting, we had a PowerPoint presentation of a new school building that we would be in. And that's what we expected. It wasn't that we might be in. We went to it expecting that we would be in this building, that this would be the construction would begin. So I was assuming that 3-4 years I'd be teaching in a new school building, which never happened.
Unfortunately, after countless hours of research, completion of building specifications, and ultimate approval from the SCC, this momentum came to a grinding halt with the news that the SCC could not fund all the projects it had approved. In fact, the state's mandated $8.6 billion public school construction fund was near depletion, with approximately 300 school projects left in limbo.
We were on the top of the list. We're now at the bottom list. You look at these schools, they have all the SEC signs in front of them. We're in some serious problems here. Why were we excluded from this whole thing? Where's our money? Where's the money for the kids? Where's the money for our schools? No, I think they owe us an explanation where all that is.
For Keansburg, funding was provided for the new 3rd to 5th grade Lorraine Place Elementary School to be built on the Keelan hockey site adjacent to the Bolger Middle School. However, funding for demolition of old schools, building the new pre-K through second grade Joseph C. Caruso Early Childhood Center and Primary School, and expansion and renovation of Keansburg High School has disappeared.
I hate to see injustice. We have some important projects here in Keansburg, a relatively small amount of money needed to fulfill those projects relative to what the legislature and the people of New Jersey appropriated in total. So we've got one school secured, the Lorraine Play School, and we've got to really look to see what money is still there that has not been spent, that may have been allocated or squirreled away, and see what we can come up with to get this job done.
Keansburg is one of the Abbott districts, and the whole concept of the school building program was conceived and designed so that the Abbott districts would get to meet the constitutional mandate that the Supreme Court found was necessary. Unfortunately, that did not happen.
The inability to move forward has negatively impacted Keansburg students. At Keansburg High School, for example, computer classrooms are held in a wood shop. The high school library is crowded, outdated, and must accommodate computer labs. Students perform experiments in 40-year-old science labs